Hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so happy you're here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So I don't often get to be out here with this view. Come on, tiny girl. No, no. So sorry. I don't often get to be out here doing readings with this view. So I wanted to share it with you today and hope that you enjoy it. It's green, lush behind me. It's a little dry here right now, so the grass could be greener, but it's still very pretty, and I hope that it relaxes you. We're going to do a collective reading on what's blocking you, what's blocking your love life, what's blocking your career, what's blocking you in general. Whatever the case may be, we're going to try to get some information on what's going on and how we can undo that. If you have a specific question that you have been asking your guides, your angels, yourself, ask it now. We're going to pull an angel answers card here first and just get some answers for somebody who wants it. So a specific question, ask it, and that's going to be your answer. However, we do have right off of the bat coming out recovery when I'm asking, what is the block in your life right now? If there's a block somewhere, love, career, friendship, personal, apply these messages how they need to be applied to your personal situation, okay? But we have recovery, like somebody out there who is guided here is in a recovery period from something, or you need to recover from something. Something has you wounded, something has you hurt, maybe feeling a little stunted, and so you're going into a recovery period. And we do have choose a new direction at the bottom of the deck here, okay? So some of you are maybe on the road to recovery, but you need to tweak your path just a little bit. And I feel like you'll know what that means. All right, ask your question. What question do you have right now about your life? And we're gonna see what the angels' answers say. If you have to pause it for a minute while I shuffle, go ahead and do that. Angels, person guided here has something on their mind. What is the answer to their question? We had one drop already, but all right. So the answer to your question is helpful people. All right. So I feel like you are maybe being guided to reach out to some people for some answers, or maybe delegate some stuff in your life to help ease the load. But helpful people are going to be your answer. And I feel like you're going to be getting a sign. We have look for a sign. Okay. So whatever you're asking, look for a sign. This message this question you're asking might come through in people. Okay. So helpful people are connectors all of the time, meaning that the angels and the spiritual realm works through people to deliver messages that you need. So look for a sign. Possibly going to be coming through a person. Also, listen to your intuition, okay? Your guides and angels are telling you, listen to your intuition. You already are getting hits, so to speak, from the universe, from spirit, from your ancestors about the question you've asked. So look for signs. Probably going to come through a certain person. Could be somebody on TV, on the radio, on the internet, a friend, a family member. You just never know. Spirit works in the most mysterious ways. And look at this. So these are the chakra girls cards, just to see where some blockages might be for you right now. And it's interesting that I chose to wear this color purple, and the purple comes out. So we have collaborate with others, right? We had helpful people from the Angels Answers deck, and we have collaborate with others coming out here. We also have reach your goals. So I feel like this is saying that for those of you guided here, when you do utilize the help of others and you collaborate to work with others, you're going to be reaching your goals. The blockages is going to be removed. Also, the color yellow represents the sacral chakra, which is the third energy center up, sitting from the base of the spine. So the root, the sacral, the solar plexus. I'm so sorry. The root, the sacral, the solar plexus. Yellow represents the solar plexus chakra. However, we do have some orange here, and I mentioned it. So I feel like those of you might be having some creative blocks. Some of you guided here might be having some creative blocks, represented by the sacral, the orange energy center chakra that sits above the root chakra at the base of the spine. So your orange energy center, the sacral chakra, your your yellow energy center. Your yellow energy center is sitting above it, the solar plexus chakra that sits just below your diaphragm in that area. And you know, I'm rubbing it and you can't see it, but it's like that is the area where your intuition speaks, right? And we had listen to your intuition here. And then we have the solar plexus chakra. And a lot of times when you feel that tingling just below your rib cage, between your belly button and your rib cage where the diaphragm sits, that's your intuition speaking, okay? So I feel like those guided here have some blockages in the crown chakra, represented by the color violet, and that's kind of moving out and up into the ethers, right? You also have blockages in your sacral chakra, the orange energy center, and in this, I don't know why I can't talk today, but okay, the solar plexus chakra, the yellow energy center, is sitting above it, okay? So do some meditations on these. Try to look up like how to remove blockages from the crown chakra, the sacral and solar plexus chakras. Ask your angels and guides to help you with that. These are some things that are blocking you right now. But they also want you to know that in the midst of all this, you are safe. Okay, you are safe. I feel like a lot of you coming here have recently gotten grounded, or you're working on becoming grounded. And this room is a little warm. I'm sorry about that. I'm like moving my hair because I'm like, God, I'm warm. So a lot of you coming here, you might need some grounding. Grounding is always good for all of us. There's a really good documentary free on YouTube. I think it's called The Earthing Movie, and it talks about how good walking around barefoot in your feet is for your health and your overall well-being. But you are protected, okay? You are safe and protected as you go through this. And remember that as you release these blockages, anything is possible, anything. And we have so much purple coming out, and purple on me today that I chose. So I feel like that's a symbol for somebody. It's a synchronicity, right? A synchronicity for someone out there, the color purple. Even look at the back of the cards. Love yourself, okay? You're beautiful. You're valued. You have value. You are just magnificent. And I'm so thankful that you are a part of my journey and that you're here, right? Because if you're watching, we're feeling each other's energy. So remember, you're safe and protected. You're worried about some things, but the angels and guides are trying to come in saying, we got you, okay? We're giving you some clues here as to how to remove this blockage in your life. So for those guided here, what can they do? What's going on with this blockage? All right, so we have co-create. We had 2 cards drop. I'm going to help you with that. We have co-create, okay? Asking you to remember that you are the co-creator of your life, okay? You help to manifest everything around you. And it's like the universe reminding you with that crown chakra, put only good out into the ethers, okay? Put out what you want with your thoughts. Don't focus on the negative. And I've been working on this myself a lot lately. That's a big block for me because negative thought patterns co-create more negativity in our existence, creates tremendous blockages. And me, I suffer from actual OCD. I legitimately have it, as well as PTSD. So I have a lot of like ruminating and lamenting and like repetitive thoughts and intrusive thoughts, and they can quickly take over my existence. And it's been a battle for all of my life. So if you suffer from that too, my heart goes out to you. And there's probably a reason that you were drawn to this reading. That might be one of them, just to hear that you're not alone out there. I have some thoughts that plague me that are like, I would never think that on my own. Why would this be haunting me? Keep yourself, you're co-creating your existence, right? And you may have noticed this. You may have said something, you know, like to somebody that's obscure. Like you might have talked about like a childhood toy, and you were outside in your yard and your phone wasn't even with you at the time. When you walk in the house and open some form of thing online, Pinterest or social media later, like that toy that you spoke about when your phone wasn't even nearby to hear you is on that page. Or you have a conversation about an old TV show or something strange, and then you're watching something on TV, like, and they talk about it on the TV show you're watching. Like, My husband likes to watch like Family Guy and American Dad and all that, and Simpsons and stuff a lot. Like for years, it's his thing. And it'll happen for us on those all the time. We'll talk about the most obscure thing. Like we'll be out, talk about the most obscure thing. And then all of a sudden, we'll come home and he'll be like, look at this, come here. Like what we were just talking about is on one of those shows. So that's like the universe reiterating to you. And the more you notice it, the more it happens. It's reiterating to you that what's happening inside comes out. So like your outside is a reflection of your inside. So you want to remember to co-create. Card 40 might be significant. It might be a synchronicity to somebody. Co-create good stuff. Okay, I work on it constantly. I'll have like conversations in my head that haven't even happened. Like the intrusive thoughts will spiral, and it'll be like negative thought, negative thought, negative thought, until I'm like, please stop. And so I literally will catch myself. I was having it happen. I haven't slept well in a couple of days. And so I was imagining like something that relaxed me. And I have also like aphasia, I think it's called aphasia, where you don't visualize well. I don't hardly see anything in my mind's eye. So I feel, I'm a feeler. And I would imagine like my fingers and toes just floating in water, like on a so slow, like lazy river raft type thing. And the way the water feels and the sun on me. And I like put myself in that space to deflect those negative thoughts and bring in something to replace them. If I imagine like a old fight I had with my husband, because with my PTSD and OCD, that's one of the big things for me, is like fights and stuff with people will replay in my head again and again. And so I'll instantly imagine like something that I love instead, like switch that channel as fast as you can and don't allow it to kind of get in there and take hold, you know? So big reminder there to co-create. And I feel like these messages were like really specific to whoever's guided here. You're going to be like, I get this, you know, this is totally how I've been feeling. And I just feel like more people need to be talking about these issues with mental health and the way people suffer with OCD and PTSD. People use it so frivolously, like, oh, I'm so OCD. But people don't realize those who actually do suffer with it, it's, you know, it's really, really a nightmare at times. So gaining control of flipping that channel in your head as fast as you can, having a list of things on hand that distract you, that make you feel good, because when you get caught up in an intrusive thought battle, everything's blocked in you. No energy's moving. It's just sucking in negativity, and you're co-creating more of that around you, you know? So, and you can't even sometimes remember what you like. Like, what do I like? Oh my God, I can't even think of it right now because I'm so overwhelmed with these dark negative thoughts that are affecting this aspect of my life. And so have a list ready, like keep it in your phone that you can get to it real quick. You know, for me, like I like to picture, like I like to imagine like running my fingers over real smooth, shiny surfaces, you know, shiny white, nice and clean, you know. I like to envision, you know, like things in nature, you name it. Like make a list ahead of time when you're in a really good frame of mind of what makes you feel good and what makes you happy. And that way you can reference it when the intrusive negative thoughts do take over. Because it's like, look at you, you need peace. Peace is... it is so important to those guided here right now. You need to keep your mind at peace. You need to keep your heart at peace. You need to keep your soul at peace. Listen to your soul and follow all that it's trying to guide you to, because you are co-creating and you need to co-create a peaceful existence, okay? That's what you need to co-create for yourself. Because look, you're being birthed into a new life. This is card 39. Not be synchronicity to some. And look at this again. We have more purple coming out here. So I feel like this light shade of lavender and purple, lilacs, might be significant to somebody watching. It might be a synchronicity. But this shade of purple is going to be significant, not just for the fact that your crown chakra is blocked, but once it opens up, boy, you are going to wake up from this slumber. You're going to wake up into this new gorgeous life, and you can create it. You can co-create this new life any way you want it to be. It just takes focus. You know, people will be so quick to work on their, you know, not everybody's real quick about it. Some of us, you know, take a little longer at working out and taking better care of our bodies. But even people who take care of their bodies, a lot of times, you know, work out your mind. If you're just sitting there, why not work the mind in a good direction? If you're like having a depressed day and you're anxious about stuff, why not say, I'm going to exercise my mind, you know? I'm going to think about things I like. I'm going to open a Pinterest page and save pictures of puppies or rainbows or bubbles, you know? I'm going to go to the store and get some bubbles and watch them fly. And I'm going to imagine how beautiful. I'm going to remind myself the beauty in the world around me as the iridescent rainbow colors shine from those bubbles. Okay, so what can the person guided here? What can we tell them next about their blockage? What could help? What could maybe help? That landed right on my little chihuahua. Take a break. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Okay, I mean, and then I think we had something in the very beginning. Messages come in so much and so fast. I think we had get a rest or something like that in the very beginning of the reading. Take a break. Spirit cannot get more clear on what you need right now. Spirit's like, we're like, what can we do to help? What can we do to help release this blockage? Take a break. Give your mind a break. Try to clear it out. And I know with the monkey mind and a busy mind, that is so very hard, okay? I get it. I'm the worst at that, trying to slow my mind down. But when we learn to do it, it's so healing to us. And we need, all of our energy centers need this quiet time to sort of realign, pull the energy back up through the center and out through the top, so that anything that's inside of you that shouldn't be, that doesn't belong, things you picked up from others, things you picked up from yourself and your own negative self-talk, you name it, sits in there, can be released and transmuted back to nothingness, back to love by the energy of the earth around us. So what else can we do to help? Boundaries. This is a big one, big one for me. I'm a people pleaser. I'm a Libra. I'm always in my head. I'm always worried about what everybody else wants, what everybody else needs. And a lot of times my own needs go by the wayside. And I would, when I was in therapy, my therapist would say, like, Mary, all of your problems could be solved by better boundaries. And I'm like, I know, but enforcing them is so hard. But this says, where do you need to establish better boundaries? I just feel like you're protected and you need to just guard your energy and yourself and how much and how often you give, and a little bit more, okay? Because I feel like you're just a bit being taken advantage of, some of you maybe. You may be being a little bit taken advantage of. I do see some grief and loss popping out with the 5 of Cups. So I just feel like some of you out there might have some grief work to do. You might be healing from some things that hurt you. No matter where that aspect is in your life, grief work can go through, job loss, friendship loss, loss of a pet, loss of a family member, loss of a piece of furniture that you got rid of. I recently did an overhaul and got rid of all kinds of stuff, like all of my a lot of the stuff my kids made in school because they're adults now. And I had everything, like every little piece of construction paper in bags. I got rid of so much stuff. I had to do a purge, and it was hard, but it definitely clears out the energy around you. And I actually lost my train of thought. I actually was going somewhere else with that thought, but this is how it comes in, and it kind of goes all over the place. So some of you, you're going to have an offer coming in, okay? You have an offer coming in. Look for the signs. Look for the synchronicities. There's going to be things popping up at you everywhere to let you know that it is coming. And it's going to help tremendously with any blocks that you may have in your life, okay? We have fairness coming in with justice. If there's a lot of Libras watching this, I'm a Libra, we've shown up in our reading. So things becoming much more fair and balanced after a time when they haven't really been that way for you. And balancing the scales also opens up the energy flow and removes blockages, right? Because when the scales are unbalanced, that would create a tremendous blockage. Things can't move good when they're all jammed up on one side. You want this nice, even balancing of the scales. I feel like some of you have not been maybe in a mode of appreciation. And that can be very easy to do when we're plagued with intrusive thoughts and we're worried about things. A lot of you are just in this 4 of Cups mode where you don't see what you have in front of you. You don't see what's being presented to you. You're just kind of looking like, I don't care about anything right now. I just want to sit here with my head down and my eyes closed and not look at anything, not see what's here, not see what I already have, as small as it may be. no matter how small, you have something you can find to be grateful for. And once you bring gratitude into your life, that brings stability. Like the number 4 is about stability here. You bring that gratitude in, I promise it will help. I was going through a really bad time in my life for a while there. It was really, really awful. It was some of the worst years of my life, and I'm not completely out of it yet either. I would sit down every night, even sometimes in tears. I have a whole journal that I got. It's a beautiful, faux leather bound journal with a strap, and it had blank pages. And I would draw a heart because I love hearts. I'm a heart fanatic. I would draw one heart every night before bed, no matter what, no matter how I felt, and I would color it with colors, and I would write 5 things on that page that I was grateful for. And sometimes it was hard, which is terrible to say, but I was in such an awful state of mind that it would be hard to like, give me 5 things: my dogs, my life, the air that I breathe, my sister stopping over with something for me today, or lifting my spirits. Like, I would write down 5 things, and when you're in a really bad frame of mind, it can be hard to do, but once you do it, you can look at the page and feel better. And I'll go back now, years later, like 6 years later, and look through that journal. I filled the whole thing. I never missed a night with a heart. I had a heart cut out of a piece of cardboard, and I would trace it, and then I would like color it in whatever way I was feeling that day. And I love going back through that journal, looking all the different colors, and remembering how I sat there on that floor and cried my eyes out for night after night after night, trying to put my life back together, all alone. All alone. That's when you're really left with your thoughts and everything, and it was leading to a new beginning. Look at this. You have this stability, this promise of stability and abundance coming into your situation. You have the promise of the birthing of something new. The Ace of Pentacles is saying that this is about to come now. So, and I feel like this state of gratitude these cards are mentioning, and these blockages that are being mentioned with the chakras, and the advice that Spirit is channeling through me right now, that I'm channeling through me right now from Spirit for you, is saying this is about to just pop up for you. The abundance, the stability, the tangibleness that you haven't had before until now. Because up until now, you've been really stressed. You've been really stressed. Your energy centers are blocked. You've been thinking about a lot of things, repeating in your head over and over and over again. And it's time now to release this, okay? No matter what you have to do, give yourself that break at night. Tell yourself an hour before bed, I'm not going to read about all the things that are bothering me that I have to take care of tomorrow. I'm not going to plan and plot. I'm going to give myself an hour to sit down before bed every night and turn my phone down or dim it down and read something soothing or look at something soothing. I'm going to write down a few things that I'm grateful for. I'm going to remind myself how I'm loved and I'm beautiful and I'm okay and I'm safe. And I'm going to give myself a chance to wind down so that my brain gets into the mode of relaxation. You owe it to yourself and your body to try to give yourself a chance to relax as you're about to try to sleep. Because if you put yourself in the gear, if you get the gears grinding, like what really grinds my gears in bed at night before you go to sleep? Oh, he pissed me off I'm sorry. He ticked me off when he said that to me today. I'm not usually one to swear, so that was odd. It came out a little quick, so it might be some synchronicity for someone. Somebody made me upset today. That really burned me when they said that. Oh, I can't believe how the world is. Oh, I can't believe I haven't done my taxes yet. What am I going to do about that? When you do that laying in bed, your brain goes, okay, I have a surprise for you in the morning. I have a surprise for you about 3 hours before you're ready to wake up once you finally get to sleep. I'm going to kick you into high gear, into overdrive so fast you won't be able to relax. You'll wake up like, because your brain is like, he has something very important to do. Clearly very worried about it. I better make sure I'm kicking in and getting this person motivated to go to it, to get to that stuff because they're worried about it. But when you go to bed soothe and you remind yourself, this is my time. I'm not going to let all these things I can't do anything about during this 5 to 8 hour period that I'm sleeping, depending on where you fall. I'm not going to let these interfere with my life during this time. I already let them interfere with my life all day long when I'm worrying and stressing and trying to get it done. I'm going to give myself this break, this gift of a break, and remind myself at bedtime, this is my time. You, all you problems, you will not interfere. You will not come into my personal bed space. I cannot stress it enough. It's so hard to be up in this. I have had this problem for a long time where 2 hours out of every sleep session, I wake up stressing. And when I do this practice where I tell myself, deliberately remind my brain that I'm going to go inward right now, I'm going to get some insight, I'm going to be quiet, the hermit. I'm going to go into hermit mode for about 8 hours. And when I specifically work on those little things I just mentioned, where I tell myself, I'm winding down. This is my time. You problems. You're not interfering right now. You can pick up about a half hour after I wake up tomorrow. When you deliberately tell yourself these things, I'm not kidding you, it removes the blockage of a good rest and you will rest better. And it just takes a little bit of work. Just a little bit of effort and it will make a world of difference. And you'll see it. Some nights it won't. Some nights you'll still be so stressed and wired that you won't be able to stop it. But as you practice it, it'll get easier and easier and you'll have more and more nights where you're like, I'm not going to let this bother me. I can't do anything about this tonight while I'm sleeping anyway. And my body needs this. So why not give myself a break? Yes, we have a promise of something new, a new opportunity headed your way, just like that Ace of Pentacles. New love, new job, new romance, new something. And that is coming right out with death, transformation. An ending always brings a new beginning, and it's new, it's fresh, and it is about to be presented to you. It's just a matter of working a little bit on these blockages that are the last little bit of holding you back from having what it is you want. So I'm going to get you an animal spirit, a couple animal spirit cards before we wrap up your reading. We have card 10, Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. And 10s are always like the ending of something. So that means the new beginning. So the majority of people guided here, you have something new birthing, something so much better. It's just a matter of cleaning up your vibration, getting yourself into a better mental space so that you can have it, and trusting your journey. The abundant universe will provide. You are strong like the buffalo. You're strong inside like the buffalo, okay? And the abundant universe is going to provide. You're worried and you're stressed. And we had that card in the beginning that said you are protected. And now at the end of the reading, we have that reiterated with the buffalo coming in. And the buffalo might be synchronistic to some people out there too. So now we have Know Your Worth, card 54, the skunk. Okay, know your worth. The skunk knows its worth. Other people might not. It thinks it smells bad, whatever, but you can't judge a book by its cover, really. Not always. Sometimes, but not always. Know your worth, okay? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you or that you smell bad or anything like that, of course. I'm just saying that card 54 is a 9 in numerology. That is an ending. Like, it's leading into that ending of the 10, and then the 0 and the 1 are the new beginning. So it's like, know your worth as you go into this new beginning. Do not settle for less. Remind yourself every day you deserve the best. Let your light shine, okay? Let yourself shine. Be true to you. And look at this, card 3. These are going to be our last 2 cards, okay? Card 3, a very creative energy number, divine guidance. Set healthy boundaries. I just can't reiterate enough how important boundary work is going to be for the people who are guided here. Really focusing on what's best for you. You can't help others. You have to put your oxygen mask on first before you can help other people around you. You're no good if you're not able to take care of yourself and have your needs met in some way, at least. You deserve to have your needs met too. You don't have to always be meeting everyone else's. Set healthy boundaries. This is a reason why you're led here. This is why you have a blockage. And then lastly, the universe, spirit, your higher self, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your family, your passed on family members, everything around you wants you to know the scarab beetle, magic works through you. Magic works through you, okay? You are the conduit. You are the connector to the magic that you can unfold from the amazing infinite powers in the universe around us to co-create anything that you want, okay? And magic works through you. You just have to get yourself into a high vibrational spot. You just have to work on it as much as possible, correcting your thoughts. Get yourself into a place of love and just positivity as much as you can, even though that's very hard in life. Life can be difficult. Abraham Hicks changed my life. That's something I want to point out to those of you who haven't heard her. Go ahead and check her out if you're into law of attraction. You might not even understand what you're hearing when you first start listening to the one of the million clips of her online, but they will eventually soon. I would like play it in the background while I clean the house and just let certain bits and pieces sink in, and you will start to see the magic unfold in your life. Magic works through you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I hope that it helped you learn a little bit about what's blocking you in your situation. And I hope that you can find some information to help you release that block. I hope you enjoyed the lush green view behind me. I hope it made you feel peaceful and serene. May you find something to be grateful for today. If you want information on how to connect with me on a more personal level, please check the description box below on how to do that. I love to speak with you and try to kind of coach and help you privately and get you a more personalized reading if that's what you need. Thank you so much for being here. I am sending you my heart light. Take care.